The botanist's redemption. Begin with a gripping hook, asterisk. I stood in the grand lecture hall, my heart racing, ready to unveil the culmination of years of research that could change the world. Instead, I was met with silence, stony faces, crossed arms, and a palpable feeling of dismissiveness that struck me like a physical blow. "This will never work," my esteemed colleague sneered as he dismissed my findings on urban vertical farming, a concept I had poured my soul into. In that moment, as laughter echoed, a part of me shattered. I felt not just rejected but appropriated, as if the very essence of my passion had been stolen and twisted into a commodity for profit. I had not just lost my voice. I felt I had lost my purpose. But what I didn't realize then was that this brutal rejection would light a fire in me that would reshape not only my life but the very landscapes of our cities. The painful departure and relentless pursuit, asterisk. Leaving academia was like extricating myself from a toxic relationship. I packed up my notes, my dreams, into cardboard boxes, the weight of each paper suffocating me. I could hear the whispers of my peers mocking my ideas as impractical, a farce in the face of real science. Yet deep down something stirred. I refused to let their laughter define me. I envisioned a world where urban spaces bloomed with life, where endangered plants flourished amidst concrete. I threw myself into cultivating rare flora, transforming forgotten rooftops into lush gardens that defied the odds. Each seed I planted was a silent rebellion against the world that had cast me aside. I would prove that ecosystems could thrive in the most unexpected places, and I would do it against all odds, armed only with my passion and relentless pursuit. The arduous ascension and profound triumph, asterisk. Days turned into nights as I toiled under the sun, battling pests, unpredictable weather, and the weight of my own doubts. I faced failures that gnawed at my spirit, each wilted leaf a reminder of the derision that had chased me from academia, but with every setback I learned. I adapted my methods, experimented with unique irrigation techniques, and most importantly, I listened to the plants, to the earth. Slowly, my urban garden transformed into a vibrant tapestry of colors and life. Neighbors began to take notice, children played in the shadows of my towers of greenery, and the air buzzed with the hum of bees returning to a place once devoid of life. My vision was no longer a fantasy, it was a thriving reality. I had turned ridicule into resilience, and in doing so I unearthed a profound truth. Sometimes the most unconventional paths lead to the most extraordinary destinations. The cathartic return and poetic justice, asterisk. Months later, I stood in front of a crowd once more, but this time the atmosphere was electric with possibility. I was invited to speak at a major environmental conference, my urban vertical farm now a model of innovation and sustainability. As I shared my journey, I spotted the familiar faces of my former colleagues in the audience, their expressions a blend of disbelief and admiration. In that moment, I felt a wave of vindication wash over me. They had doubted me, but here I was, not just surviving but thriving, reclaiming my voice and redefining what was possible. I spoke of hope, of resilience, and of the wild beauty found in unexpected places. The laughter had turned to applause, and I reveled in the realization that the very concepts they had dismissed were now being embraced as the future of conservation. In that crowded room, I understood that my redemption was not just about proving them wrong, it was about igniting a movement. I had transformed my pain into purpose, and as I looked out at the faces of those inspired by my story, I knew I had finally found my place. The urban jungle was alive, and so was I.